Because it kind of was, huh? For some of us.
What's this?
So that's your coffee.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. All right. So here we are again. And if you haven't already, we would love it if you like, share, comment, and subscribe. So the more that we share, the love, the better, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Why not?
So, Vera, we got to tell our friends about this amazing past life class that we had last night.
So much fun, you guys.
It was.
Let's see. Where are we at Pinterest?
Yeah. It took us to Pinterest.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't know who's here yet.
Yes. All right. Well, while we're loading this up, we do have a few announcements.
Sure.
Our next class is colors and chakras.
Yay.
And so you can sign up for that and check out more about
That's
it.
going to be so much fun.
Yeah. And
well, they all are fun.
Mm-hmm. That one is...
Hi, Jen.
It's at sesouls.org on our nonprofit website. There we go. Now we're not on Pinterest anymore. Okay, moving on. Yay.
Tiff and Nana.
Okay.
Lisa.
What else? And yeah, so we have colors and chakras, and then a psychic ability class, and that is
going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that'll be in September, and yeah. So besides that, our art store is finally up and running.
Yay,
You
team.
can check that out on our website, where you can find all the past life, readings if you want to have a letter question or a reading or advice from Vera,
Vera.
Vera.
That was a past life.
Yeah. The art and everything that we talk about at SE Loves You, and that's just a U.com.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So, gosh, last night was amazing.
I know. I could not fall asleep.
I know, it was really cool.
I mean, not during the class, but after.
Yeah. Because it was exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just,
neat.
it's so cool to learn.
Inside joke.
The wolf totem is coming out. But yeah, it was just really exciting to learn about everybody's, past lives.
We did a group regression.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they did really well.
I know.
Because there's a few people that never had done a regression. And doing a group is badge. Good job.
Yes.
Yeah. Because they got stuff. So that was awesome.
Yeah. And some of our friends went to the other side and got a message there. And some impressions from past lives. It was just awesome.
Yeah, it was. It was very cool.
Yeah. And so we just kind of wanted to talk a little bit today about, so when we have this past life knowledge, what does it do for us?
Yeah.
I mean, we learn about it, but then what do we do with it?
Yeah. And the thing is sometimes whenever you go and do past lives or past life, if you do it by yourself and you're like, oh yeah, great, I was a shaman. And then what else? You got to figure out, what you did, how you can utilize that gift that you had back then into your current lifetime and bring the good stuff and leave the negative stuff behind because you've already experienced it. Unless you want to redo. And then we redo and then let that past go.
Right. Because it's, when you're having a regression like this, the information that you pick up on is coming up for a reason. For some, it's not just to know. It's not just for the novelty of it, right? It's coming up within your soul for a purpose. In some way, we want to know about this to enlighten us in our life now.
Yeah,
in
to
some
utilize
fashion.
the information, that ancient knowledge. It's sometimes people just want to know what they were because it was fun. That's great. Whatever works for you.
Yeah.
But I want to get to the meat.
Exactly. And one of our friends, I don't know if we can really talk about the details or anything, but for example, if you're having a physical issue or fears, like say the fear of losing one's eyesight, right? But that could be, when these fears come up, could be stemming from a past life. And that's where it's good to have that understanding from where it came from. But then, it also gives us insight to what we can do with that information now, like utilizing our other senses besides just our eyesight. So there's this information of where the fear comes from, but then there's also this aspect of how we can apply it to our life.
And not get absorbed in that fear,
Right. So we wanted to share a story because
I don't know why I keep doing this.
So we wanted to share a story that, this is a really powerful story. She gave us permission, so I'm just going to say who it was. So she said that we could say.
Okay.
Okay. So my mom has a mole.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant.
Yeah.
So tried. Okay.
No, my mom has a mole. And through her life, every once in a while the hair grows right there and she plucks it out. It's very painful, right? But she has had a very challenging marriage to my father and life with him. And this is just so fascinating because I think, so my father had a dream, and this was a couple weeks ago. He had a dream that he saw my mom and she was tarred and feathered, and he saw the look of horror in her eyes. And he's not one to remember dreams, but he told her this dream. And it was like, I think it was Thursday morning. She was texting me. Yes, she was texting me, and she was saying that she felt like her little mole with her little hairs right there had to do with the being tarred and feathered life, which when you think about it, it does make sense, right? Like a little physical. And so I was telling her.
That's your remembrance.
Right. So, oh my gosh, you guys. I was telling.
So here's one birthmark and a past life.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was telling Vera about this, and this amazing, powerful story came out that what Vera was getting is that my mom had a past life with him in the deep south, and she was black. She was only 12 years old. She was a young girl, and he was a older white man that was running for a political office like mayor or something like that, right? And he wanted to have this office and take down his political opponent, who looked white, but somehow he figured out that he had a little bit of, like, he was black a little bit or something like that,
Or
right?
Jewish or something.
Jewish. That's, okay, something different, right? Than what
They liked.
at the time, right? Okay, so to set him up, but also because he's a lost light entity and likes having power over people. My mother in that life, this young girl, she was going on an errand for her family, and she was walking on a road that was well traveled. It wasn't out in the middle of the, nowhere. And coming toward her, he was coming towards her, and then these other white men had surrounded her. And so she already knew what was coming. She was very brave, you were saying, and didn't try to run because she knew, you're right. And so basically there was an attack on her. And then after this attack, which killed her, then they tarred and feathered her and took her someplace that was in a public place.
But the reason why they tarred and feathered her was to get it off of them. It was like somebody else did it to her.
Right. They were trying
The guy that...
Yes, he was setting it up to make it look like it was his political opponent. And they had put her body in a public place where everybody would see her. And so his political opponent was accused of this and hung, right? And so he was killed. And so obviously he won the office he wanted to win. But the amazing part about this is that, it's something that was meant for my mom to know now, because the power roles, the power balance has changed to where my mom is the one now that's more in the power position because of his physical and mental decline, because of his age, much older, right? And so learning about this knowledge, and this is where it really comes in to how to apply the knowledge to her life is that it's really helped her to empower her to not give him any more energy in the sense of him getting her goat, so to speak, right? Because you know, some people in this particular case like to get affect someone.
It's no fun if it's not effective.
Exactly. It's no fun for this individual that we're talking about, my father, to to criticize or to demean or that kind of thing. My mom anymore when she doesn't allow it to affect her. And so this information is just that much more empowering to help, she's utilizing this now to take even more of a step back. And it's like, yes, these individuals might still be in our life, but it doesn't mean that we have to allow them to affect us anymore. And that's one of the things that I loved that Angus told us through Vera is that we don't need to give them one more moment of energy anymore, one more thought. Do you know what I mean? Not one more minute, not one more hour, not one more day. Now it's time to focus on us and our happiness. And that's where it really is the best revenge. Because not that we want to have revenge, but I'm just saying it's where we turn it around and we focus on our happiness.
It's not revenge.
Yeah, it's not revenge, but that's the closest word, right?
Yeah.
If you want to call it that.
Right.
Is focusing on our happiness and not their negativity. Right? And so that's where it's just like, to me, it's just this amazing example of taking this knowledge and applying it to one's life, because it really has helped her to even more take a step back from that. And also, I thought it was just really cool because it's keeping her, not only is it keeping her chin up, but you know how when you're used to being treated like lesser than, and you're not supposed to, like your chin's down and you're not supposed to look up, right? And it's almost like, oh no, be proud, you're not gonna, you can look this person in the eye and you can, no way, you're not gonna affect me kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought that placement there right on her chin was interesting. So it just shows how smart our souls are.
Exactly.
So I was just really excited to share that amazing story.
It's not a story, it's a past life.
Well, yeah, it's a story about a past life.
There you go.
It's a past life example
Yes.
that you told us about a couple days ago. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, you ready?
Yep.
Right here.
Ready. Oh.
Happy birthday to you, cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday to you, cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday, dear Roxanne. Happy birthday to you.
Yay.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
We have a little imaginary cake here.
Yeah. Blow out the candle, make a
Yeah.
wish. Make a wish and blow out the candle.
Yes.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
So Vera, did you have anything else that you wanted to say about our amazing class last night?
Well, just that it was amazing.
Yeah.
They received or got to experience past lives. We got to talk about it and kind of put the pieces of the puzzle together. We're going to go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
and Jackie's already got a ticket.
I know.
Yeah.
She's probably on the plane already.
Yeah, exactly. So no, it was so much information, and we could have gone like another 3 hours, but that's why I wanted to retreat, so we could have the energy in the room, because we're getting to the point where we are getting closer to herd immunity, so that we'll be able to be around each other. We are now, but still, it's a little bit. You have to be careful, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, can't wait. Is there anything else you would like to say? I know you're like squirming.
No, I'm just excited. I'm just happy. It was just a really cool class.
Yeah.
I love hearing what everybody got.
Right.
And the regression that you did, which it was just amazing to see what everyone picks up on in their own soul's journey.
Right. And we did have a really amazing, well, it was even before the class started, I told Chrissy it's going to be really interesting to see who signs up for this class, because we all had a past life together. So I couldn't wait to see who was there and then pick up the past life.
I know.
I'm not going to mention it though because we don't have permission.
Right.
It's theirs right now.
Exactly. And it was a new past life that.
Correct.
I remember you
new.
telling me it was a new past life that we didn't know about yet.
We don't know about.
Or
Didn't until last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was very exciting. And if you guys want us to talk about it, we will. But if you don't, it belongs to the people that were in the class. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I know. Me too, Jen.
I know.
I'm such a hugger.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that's what's really exciting about, these classes that we do. Because we don't know what's going to happen. It's kind of like, I prepare for a class and that kind of situation. But after doing them for so many years, it's kind of like you can do them in your sleep. But my method, and not all people like it. I shouldn't say not a lot, but not all people like it, is it's organic. It's intuitive. I have the basics of what we're going to talk about, but the way that we talk about it is not as structured as it would be as if I give you an outline and we go one by one by one by one. It's like I feel the group, and then we go according to that.
You know what's kind of exciting about that is every class is different. That's kind of a given anyway, but at the same time, when it's organic in that fashion, it's like you never know where it's going to go.
Right.
And that's really a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, Roxanne's okay. So I don't know about the rest of you. It has to be a little bit more of a majority.
Yeah.
We're learning Robert's Rules of Order.
Yes.
So what else do you want to talk about the class?
Or
any experience that's related to past lives that you can't wait to talk about?
Okay, well, let's see.
Besides that one.
Yeah, I think that I just, I was sharing last night in the class that I think for me, that personally, past lives, the information from past lives has been so overwhelmingly healing. And that's one of the things we're talking about is that it's not just the knowledge that you gain, it's what you do with it.
Right.
And I know that sometimes when negativity is affecting us, we can take this past life knowledge,
I think so,
and apply it in whatever way that it is affecting us, whether it's negative self thoughts about about who we are, or fears about a situation that we're afraid is going to happen to us physically, or what have you, right? And taking that and really applying it to now. I think that, for me, it's when you see yourself through, like we talk about, the eyes of your enemy, like how you've been negatively programmed. That's kind of like what that means, right? And then you see these things about yourself in a past life. One of the things Angus was saying is that see yourself through the eyes of those who love you. See yourself as mother and father God see you. And it's almost like watching yourself, but through loving eyes. And so that's just something that was really powerful for me in my own experience, that when negative self-thoughts, would bother me, is to start to reprogram in a positive way. And so that's just something that I wanted to share that was, really powerful for me about past lives. How about for you, Vera? Is there anything that you wanted to share that, I would imagine some of your connections to some of your loved ones that you discovered in your past lives, like with grandson.
Yeah. That's always special, right? But Nana had a question, not a question, a statement actually, that she can't do, or she's been told that she can't do the regression bit. I don't know why. Because you had it done for medical reasons and it was horrible. But don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Just because you had one horrible experience, it was maybe because of that hypnotist. It doesn't have to do with the whole process of doing hypnosis or past lives. So, I can understand the fear about it, but if you talk to someone that's reputable, they can help you get a magnificent experience. So, yeah. Who's Nina? Oh, well said. Okay. Thanks.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, Tiffany, is that saying yes, or are you just talking to Roxanne? Because you're the third one that's on here that took the class. I think there's only 3.
Okay.
So.
We got a thumbs up from Kathy.
Kathy and Roxanne.
Okay.
So yeah. Yeah, so
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
All right.
Excellent. Yeah, so okay, well, we don't have a majority, so we will talk about it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds great.
It's really exciting though.
Okay. All right. So,
The location was Hawaii.
mm-hmm.
Yes. Sammy? Okay, we have it then.
Okay, great. Awesome.
Well, wait.
Sammy, Kathy, Roxanne, Neat. Neat said okay?
No?
Oh, she didn't. Okay. All right.
I know. We have to have at least 4. And there's a few of you guys on here, so Sammy says she has permission. I know Kathy's going, come on, guys.
And Tiffany.
Yeah, well, now Tiffany. Okay, cool. We'll talk
right.
about it.
Okay. All right. Let's do it.
Yes, it was exciting.
It was an amazing
That's why I
test
couldn't
live.
sleep.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just so excited.
Yeah.
Go.
Well, I picked up that we all had, whoever was in the class, we had how do I say it? We had a past life where it was a pre-Lemurian, oh God, how do I say it? A pre-Lemurian lifetime.
Right.
But we were setting up the island for when Lemuria was going to be
right.
formed.
So this is very ancient.
Yeah, and there was only 11 of us on this island.
Right. So it's a smallish island.
But we did the whole island, and I don't know exactly where it is. Yeah, I know. I saw that. So some of the students felt that it was in. Oh, I can't say it. I want to say Ohio.
Oahu.
Oahu. Yeah. Yeah.
And the amazing thing too is that this life, we were from another planet.
Yeah.
So
in that past life.
I mean, not now.
The pre-Lemurian past life.
The past life that
Yeah.
we're talking about, that you're
Yeah.
talking about, was the pre-Lemurian one. We were from another planet, and we were preparing this
land.
This land, for Lemuria.
Yeah, and we had grids laid out, and everybody had their section that they had to take care of, and we actually hid an artifact or something for us to find later.
I know, how cool is that? Because we knew about this life.
Yeah.
We knew all the way back then that we were going to have this life. So
Yeah.
we hid some type of something that we would know once we find it.
So there's 2 people that didn't attend the class that were there. So we got to, I know one, but there's another one. So, yeah.
Yeah. And it was just so cool because while Vera was doing this regression, I was just sitting there. I didn't have my eyes closed or anything, but I was thinking, I just kept, like, we were in a Hawaiian life together. Because before she said that we were all in some life, and it's going to be some life that I'm going to, pick up on. And I was just really excited because I picked up on this Hawaiian life, and you got the same thing. I didn't get all that other stuff. All I got was that it was about Hawaii.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the one that got all the information.
Right.
But I was just excited to, pick up on that, the Hawaiian aspect. So I was just excited.
Well, other people got it too, right? There's students that had written it down before they even heard it. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was exciting. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know. It's challenging to try to get a right time for everybody. It's just, yeah. But it was exciting. It was something, like we're already saying road trip, we want to all go. So, yeah. Yeah, we should all go. Have a retreat there and then see what we could find. And there was something about some wizard stones that Kathy had sent me that was gifted from, I think, Tahiti or something, and it's called wizard stone. So I don't know anything about it, but I want to read it after the show and see what it's about.
Yeah.
But it can't be our stones. It could be from our time, but ours are still hidden.
Wow.
Is what I picked up, but maybe not. Maybe it could be that. Yeah. Yeah, of course everyone is welcome. Yeah, it's not just... Yeah, but I just like afterwards I'm going, oh my God, this is so exciting. And then I'm thinking, oh my God, what if we don't find it?
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I still don't know what island either yet. Mm-hmm. So, but you guys keep, because I've never been. So,
yeah, it's just so cool. Yeah, no, it's going to be a great retreat.
If I win the lotto, we're all going. How's that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just excited about it because, I mean, in Lemuria, there was, we used
Tiffany, we
crystals.
are talking about it.
We utilized crystals so much in the Lemurian and Atlantean times. And what I thought is fascinating is that what you were saying is that on that island, we were doing that fast transportation to get across
just
the
like in
island.
Lemuria, how when we were wanting to go to Atlantis, it was just like a zip,
Right.
kind of like a, I don't know what you would call it. But.
And so we were using that, I mean, that same type of technology or use of crystals or what have you after that, obviously, because we set it up during the Atlantean and Lemurian lifetimes.
And it was all female energy because that's what we needed at the time. What I picked up after is the male energy was already there, had come before. So I'm thinking that's where the wizard stones came from.
Wow.
Because the male energy started whatever they had to do, and then we came in and completed it. So.
Wow, that's really
Yeah.
amazing. Wow. Yeah.
Well, the
it's
two
so
that
cool.
didn't come to the class, because there's two people that didn't come to the class, but that, how do I say it? We had, I forgot, the number's 9. We had 8.
Yes.
So 8, 9, 10. No, so 1. Only 1, because we were 10.
You had said 11 people altogether, and
I
that there was
did.
2, yeah. And there was...
But we had only 8 people. And then 2 makes
Oh.
10.
Well, somehow, I don't know why we counted it.
Wrong.
Yeah, I think...
Yeah.
Well,
Well, whatever it is, we'll figure it out before we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think they had to do something first. And then, I don't know why it has to be both, but it was. And it was, what we had to do was like really set it up and, I don't know, just finish the project off.
So Sharon is asking, was Angus in that past life too?
No!
Because we were...
Female. Well, not that he wasn't a female.
Oh, that's
in
true.
any-
Yeah.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, he was helping from the other side.
He's like, I wear a kilt, not a skirt.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was it, guys. I mean, I guess you had to be there to be excited. But that's the fun things that you get to experience, or not even realize it's going to happen until the day of,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
That's what I
know.
love about that.
That's why I was so excited, because before it even started, you knew that we had a past life together, that you
Yeah,
hadn't
all of
experienced,
us.
that you hadn't discovered yet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was cool.
But I knew it was Hawaii. I knew beforehand. I just
Wow.
didn't say anything because I don't want to.
You didn't want to.
No. Yeah.
Like put that seed in.
Yeah, because I could have said, hey, everybody, we had
and then we're like
a past life in Hawaii.
Visualize Hawaii.
Yeah. So that's what it was much more exciting whenever I didn't say Hawaii and then people picked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always exciting,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
For all of us. It's
Yeah.
just so cool. And eventually when we have that retreat, it's just going to be really exciting, because the energy of Hawaii is very, it's just healing. It's
I can't wait.
rejuvenating.
I'm with
It's-
Jackie.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's just a getaway, just to like refreshes,
But
our
I'm like Lori
spirit.
too. We need the money.
Yeah.
But somehow, some way we'll find a way to get there.
Absolutely.
I know we're gonna go. I know we're going.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, crystals are still all over the place. And everything.
Yeah, and it's really cool too, is that we were talking just a few weeks back about how some crystals came from other planets, because they are living organisms. So it's like, I wonder what crystals that we brought with us from the other planet to
Yeah.
this pre-Lemurian lifetime. It's just really interesting.
What symbol do I have on the right?
Oh,
Happy
maybe she's
22?
talking about our little logo.
Oh, that's our new logo. Yay. I'm glad you like it. That's awesome.
I know, I was excited to see it down there.
Yeah.
Finally got
It's
to
very
doing that.
cute.
Finally got
Yeah.
to it this week.
Oh, thanks, Lisa. What did Kathy say that was funny? Oh,
I won't come back. Yeah, one-way tickets.
Yeah, there you go. There
we'll
you go.
just set up shop there.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, really.
But that's all I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us. This was
Yeah.
just a lot of fun to talk about some past lives, some, birthmarks, reminders from the soul.
Yeah.
Journey.
I have a birthmark.
Do you?
Yeah, I thought we
Awesome.
Ninja Night Dead. Did I
Okay.
already do that Ninja Night Dead?
Not on my list.
Okay, good.
Should I read it to you?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. Hi, I just watched your video and I have to say you two are
That's
awesome.
true.
Thanks. You're awesome too. I have a question for you and it would be very nice if you could answer it and just give me a sign when you're answered. So my birthmarks on my back are creating either yin or yang.
Yan. Yan.
Yang.
It's pronounced Yan, even though
I
there's
always
a
thought it was
G.
yang.
Well, because it has a G on the end.
Okay. But without the circle of the other part, what does that mean? Please help me. I tried to figure it out, but would not find anything. Thank you for your help.
Okay, you're welcome. Well, what I picked up for you, Ninja Night Dead, is that you were a twin in a past life, but this was like, God, what was it like? It was when was it before they started doing all the torturing people? What was that, medieval times? It was a little bit before that, but there was still a lot of superstition in, the religion that you guys had or whatever it is that you guys practiced. And how do I say it? I think it was more paganish. But anyway, your brother was in this, we know what it is now in this day and age, but for lack of a better word for back then, autistic. He was just within himself. There is no way for him to communicate except with you. And people just thought that he had evil in him because he couldn't, they couldn't communicate with him.
God, can you believe that?
Yeah. So the symbol it is part of the yin yang thing, but it's also, you know how whenever we're in utero and the little babies that are forming,
Oh.
so that's really what the symbol is, but it also has that same yin yang because he was in the shadow world, kind of.
Oh my
Because,
gosh,
right, he was
right, yeah.
Within, he was kind of in there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But you really protected him and kept him away from people, kind of thing that were, that negative. But the thing that you guys had a connection with, and the remembrance is that you want to remember the love that you had for your brother and family and, protection and that kind of thing. But he was like a savant when it came to fixing things or putting things together.
Really?
Yeah, so the Ninja Knight started a business kind of thing. And the
cool.
brother was able to fix carts. He was able to and do things in a way that you didn't have to, that wouldn't come apart. You know how in the olden days they had where they needed to have nails, but they found ways to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So he was your guy, maintenance guy, I guess you could say, and you were the brains. Well, he was really smart too, but he just couldn't communicate. So that was it. It was just the bond with twins and that kind of thing. So yeah, together you guys were amazing. Because you had this great team.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and the brother was so loving and kind. So that's where Ninja was so protective because his brother was so good. And he couldn't understand what they were saying. He had evil.
I know.
Kind of thing.
It's just ignorance.
Yeah.
I think that's just an expression because he was within himself.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, shadow doesn't mean that they're in a dark place or anything like that. It's just they're not able to be out in the light. I don't want to say the light either.
Introverted almost.
Right.
Yeah, because of not being able to communicate.
Yeah,
as,
but the
as
yin
easily.
yang, the yin part of it is the shadow part, the female part of the energy of the symbol.
Yeah.
So
it's in no way negative in any way.
Yeah, no. It's not negative.
It's
It was
just showing both sides.
Right.
The masculine, the feminine, or whichever aspect, right?
It's kind of like he retreated within himself, but his brother was out. So that's why I kind of said shadow thing. I don't know why I said shadow, but I did. But that's not how it really explains their experience.
So, Tasha, how you can send a birthmark question is that after this video is over, you can leave your question in the comments of any one of our videos, and just make sure that you're publicly subscribed to our channel, and we'll add you to the list.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the luck of the draw, because we
Yeah.
have so many questions. But if you need an answer right away, or, for sure, because like I said, luck of the draw, you can always go to our website, and just realize that on the website, there's a fee for Vera's services, whether it's a letter question or a reading or what have you. So, yes. Well, thank you for answering
Oh, yeah. They're in there.
Ninja
They're in there, though.
Night Dead's question. That's really cool. Makes me wonder if they're in their
What were
life
you
with
saying?
him now.
Somebody said something?
My little cousin, who are twin boys, are autistic, so I was curious. Got you. You are welcome, Tasha.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for joining us today, and we hope you have a fabulous day.
Yes.
And enjoy this, well, I would say beautiful weather, but we don't know where you are. Here it's beautiful.
Yes.
So,
Yeah,
but
so
we love you. And Vera?
I want to think of something else. Journey with us. Come on to Hawaii.
Yeah. Aloha.
Yeah.